Ever since Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League gameplay was revealed online, things have been trending downwards. Once the gold standard of superhero games, Rocksteady now seems a shadow of itself. Over the last few years, there has been a growing trend from game companies to make their titles a live service. This is done in an attempt to capitalize on the IP as much as possible. It is no longer enough to make lots of money. You now need to make all of it. This was Rocksteady's first mistake. Their second was the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League gameplay. Sadly, most agree that the game falls far short of its predecessors. The gameplay falls short, and the story is unappealing. While it is not the worst game that I have ever played, based on the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League gameplay, Rocksteady will not be winning any awards. Rocksteady recently came under further fire when they refused IGN a review copy for speaking on the game negatively. In fact, Rocksteady took it a step further and blocked all reviews from critics until after the game's release. Usually, game reviews are allowed to publish their reviews early. Since the release of the game, refund requests for it have skyrocketed. In fact, a Google search shows that there is an 800% increase in traffic for people on how to get their money back. Most likely, these are people who reordered the game and now regret their purchase. It is safe to say that after this latest disaster, it might be the end of Rocksteady and superhero games. Sadly, this is what happens when you fall out of touch with your core audience. Publishers put a massive amount of pressure on developing studios. They want every game to be a live service, making billions every year. Making a simple story game that sells a few million copies is no longer good enough. It is worth mentioning that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League gameplay proves that there are deeper issues than the live service component. Even if you can play the game offline, it will still not solve the bad boss fights and lackluster stories. While there is still fun to be had with this title, most of what makes a Rocksteady game great is lacking here. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League only managed 7,152 concurrent players during the early access. This number is far lower than one would have expected. While I think that this game is at least better than other rivals like Marvel's Avengers, sadly, the bar is not that high. In a perfect world, Rocksteady would learn from this and come back stronger. However, studios of this size are often not allowed that many mistakes.